Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and smash that like button. Today we are going to talk about the bisexual Prophet of Islam. Yes, you heard it correctly. We are going to talk about the bisexual Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam. Not many Muslims know that Muhammad had actually a lot of sexual activities, not only with women, but also with men. I kid you not, we have proof to that, and today we're going to expose the bisexual Prophet of Islam. Muslims always say Islam says that it is haram to have sex with men. You cannot be a homosexual in Islam. But today we're going to show you that Muhammad actually had sexual encounters with men besides women. And there are a lot of proof and evidence from the Islamic sources that we will go to. So if you don't like this topic, please don't watch further, because this is going to be a explicit topic. So if there are women or children, don't watch this video. Let us start, guys. If we go to the Quran in chapter 93 ayah 6, it says, Allah speaking, "Did he not find you an orphan and give you refuge?" Now, what does this ayah mean, guys? We have to go to the tafsir to understand what this ayah is talking about. Let us go to the tafsir of Al-Razi to understand what this ayah actually means. As you see here, we can see that basically the Prophet of Islam is having a nice time with another man. This is of course a meme, so some Muslims will find this very disturbing. So let us read what this information is telling us. We know that Muhammad had a lot of wives and women, but did he ever have men? That's the question of today. Did he ever have men? Before going further, let's see the harsh experiences he had while he was still an orphan kid. Because remember, if we go to the Sirah Nabawiyah by Ibn Hisham, we can understand that Amina died when Muhammad was really young, and Muhammad became an orphan because his dad was already dead. And according to the Islamic sources, Muhammad stayed in the belly of his mother for 4 years. That doesn't make sense, but I don't want to go too much off topic today. The topic of today, as I said, we're going to prove to you that Muhammad had encounters with men. And here's the proof. "I made him take off his clothes and sleep with me." Now, who said that? Let us see who said that. And as I mentioned the ayah in regards to Surah Ad-Duha, chapter 93, ayah 6, Imam Fakhruddin al-Razi in his tafsir says, after the death of Abdullah bin Abdul al-Muttalib, the Prophet's father, while the mother of the Prophet is still pregnant with him, and then he was born, he was with his grandfather Abdul Muttalib and his mother Amina. Amina died while he was 2 years old, and the grandfather also died while he was 8 years. And before his death, Abdul Muttalib asked Abu Talib to take care of the Prophet, since he was Abdullah's brother from the same mother. So Abu Talib took custody of the Prophet of Allah after his grandfather passed away, until he was commissioned with prophecy. So until Muhammad became a so-called prophet. It has been told that Abu Talib one day said to his brother Al-Abbas, Abu Talib speaking, do you want to hear about Muhammad and what I saw from him? So he's asking Al-Abbas, did you hear what I saw from him, from the Prophet? Al-Abbas said, yes, I want. Abu Talib said, he was in my custody and not leaving him out of my sight day and night, and do not entrust him to anyone until I make him sleep in my bed. So Abu Talib is saying that Muhammad was sleeping in his bed. Did you catch it, guys? And Abu Talib says, here comes the most disturbing part. One night I ordered him to take off his clothing. Who? Abu Talib ordered Muhammad to take off his clothing and sleep with me. So I saw resentment on his face but hate to show disobedience. So Muhammad didn't want to become disobedient, so he did it. And he replied back, "Oh uncle, put your face away until I take off my clothing, as no one should see my naked body." So Muhammad didn't want to see or show, in this case, his naked body to Abu Talib, right? And imagine, he was sleeping in the same bed with Abu Talib. So I was puzzled. Abu Talib was puzzled from his response, and I did put my face away until he came into bed. And when he did, there was a dress between both of us that I did not put. And then I found that he is too soft and smells so good, as if he is soaked in scents. So I kept trying hard to stare at his body. So Abu Talib kept looking at the body of Muhammad, and a lot of times during our sleep at this night, I found him not in bed, and I kept calling on him. So he said, "Uncle, here I am," and returned. So Muhammad was sleeping with another man in the same bed, in this case with Abu Talib. Are you seeing what's going on here, guys? Abu Talib did the following. One, he requested that Muhammad take off his clothes and come to bed. Two, he was trying too hard to stare at an 8-year-old naked boy. And three, he managed to touch him during his sleep and described his skin as being very soft. And four, he was obviously enjoying the presence of a naked boy, as he kept smelling, staring, and touching him. The naked body, the naked boy of Muhammad. The naked boy at the year of 8, and Abu Talib kept staring at him. And you know, this is really a strange situation here, right? It was really custom that this gives a sufficient indication of that perverted Bedouin community, right? So let us continue. And there's even much more disturbing facts. Muhammad was actually raped by his cousin. Yes, you heard it correctly. Muhammad said, "My cousin raped me." Let me show you. Meanwhile, Muhammad, his own uncle Abu Talib, only touched him. We found that Muhammad claimed that he was raped by his own cousin Abu Sufyan ibn Harith bin Abdul Muttalib. So his own cousin raped him. And before presenting the evidence, let us examine the Arabic expression used. هتك عرضي من هتك العرض. هتك عرضي. هتك عرضي. هتك عرضي. Coming from هتك العرض. Let us see how it will be translated in a translation engine like Google Translate. What does this mean? If we post the Arabic two words, هتك العرض, هتك العرض, it means rape. Did you catch it, guys? This is Google Translate. هتك العرض means rape. Yes, exactly. Thank you. It means rape. Did you catch it, guys? So Muhammad was actually raped. And let us go to the Islamic sources, not my sources, Muslims. It's your Islamic sources. This is from the Islamic source, Al-Sira Al-Nabawiyya, in the Sira of Ibn Hisham, about the life of Muhammad, the biography, early biography of Muhammad. Al-Sira Nabawiyya, you can go and find it yourself. It is reported by Ibn Ishaq, and it was that Abu Sufyan ibn al-Harith bin Abdul Muttalib and Abdullah bin Ubay Umayyah bin al-Mughira had met the Prophet of Allah at a place called Naik al-Uqab, mean between Mecca and Medina. So it's a place that is between Mecca and Medina. So they wanted to enter in his presence. So Salama talked to him about that, saying, O Prophet of Allah, it is your cousin from your uncle and your other cousin from your aunt and your kinsman. So Muhammad answered, I have nothing to do with those two. So Muhammad said, I have nothing to do with my two cousins. In regards to my cousin, he raped me. So Muhammad is saying, هتك عرضي ابن عمي هتك عرضي ابن عمي هتك عرضي. So that means my cousin, he raped me. This is from the earliest source by Ibn Hisham, the student of Ibn Ishaq. And this is basically more early than the Quran itself, guys. This is the most earliest source about the life of Muhammad, right? This is not my source, guys. This is not the source of Rob Christian. This is the Sira al-Nabawiyya. Lord have mercy. Muslims, you always say sex between a man and a man is kufr. It's haram. It's disgusting. It's a big sin in Islam. But as you see, Muhammad was raped by his own cousin. Did you catch it? Uh-oh. What are you going to do with this, Muslims? How many Muslims actually know about this? That the Prophet of Islam was raped by his own cousin. And this is also here the source in the Arabic. Imma ibn ammi fahataka ardi. So don't say this is a false translation. I know Arabic, and as you see, it actually does mean in regards to my cousin, he raped me. In regards to my cousin, the son of my uncle, my cousin, fahataka ardi, he raped me. Right? He raped me. So here Muhammad is clearly saying that his cousin, the son of his uncle, he raped the Prophet of Islam. So this is why Muhammad did not want to see them. I have nothing to do with these two. Did you catch it, guys? Because when he was young, they raped him. Right? His uncle's son raped the Prophet of Islam. So all arguments made by Muslim apologists against my cousin raped me failed. And the main two arguments are the hadith is false because no chain of narrators and no names of reporters. So Muslim apologists will say, no, this is false. This is a weak hadith or a da'if hadith or fake hadith, right? Often they use this claim when they are cornered, when they are exposed and busted. And we are going to show you that the hadith is actually very strong. And to answer this, we find the following Arabic reference, meaning Al-Haytami said no, it has good isnad. So good of chain of narrators. This is a very famous Arabic scholar saying that the isnad, that the chain of narrators is good chain. And Albani says the same. And Al-Albani says the same. So we have two very respected scholars in Islam who say that the isnad is good chain of narrators. And the second one, when they say the expression hatak ardi not necessarily means raped me, but it could also mean he scandalized me and hurt my reputation with false accusation. So they try to tap dance around the problem and say, no, Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam didn't mean actually that he raped me. Basically, it means that he made my name black, or basically they were saying bad stuff about me, giving me a bad reputation. But that's not the case. And let us prove it to you guys. And that it's linguistically true, but as person in normal life situation, this is impossible to be used for the secondary meaning. And for that to happen, it needs within the context of the seerah and the hadith, it needs evidence. The very basic logic and reasoning implies that for some texts to apply the secondary meaning other than the direct one, that it needs a karina, an evidence from the full context that supports the secondary meaning. An example of evidence that if I read the full hadith, it will not make sense unless the secondary meaning is applied and does not apply to hadith hand in hand. For example, the word tawaffa, basically dying. Usually 99% meaning died, but rarely mean sleep. If it is used in a sentence that has apparent evidence for that, so if I said this person tawaffa, so that means this person died. Tawaffa means he died, this person died, then it simply means this person died. But if I said this person tawaffa bil layal, at night, then it can mean this person goes into deep sleep at night. So following are more three different and independent sources that mention the same. You can also go and see for yourself if you know Arabic. So let us continue. There are other sources that talk about the sex adventures with the Sahaba. Here is one. Muhammad and Abu Bahisa in Al-Sunnah Al-Kubra, reported by Abu Ali Al-Ruzbari from Abu Bakr bin Dassah, Tahanna Abu Dawood, Tahanna Ubaid Allah bin Muaz, Tahanna Khammas from Siyar bin Nasur reported, a man from Bani Fazaza from a woman called Bahisa about her father said, my father, Abu Bahisa, took permission from the Prophet and he entered between him and his shirt and began to kiss him and embrace him. Did you catch it, guys? And who is that about the Prophet? And then said Abu Bahisa, O Prophet of Allah, what is the thing that is forbidden to be forbidden? Muhammad said the water, and continue on. So as you see, Muhammad was kissed and embraced by another man. As you see, another strange activity between the Prophet of Islam with another man, in this case a Sahaba or Sahabi. And someone is for sure weird happening in this last conversation, the back and forth while Abu Bahisa is inside Muhammad's shirt. That's strange. Normal men don't do that, right? Normal straight men don't do that. So here, as you see, another bisexual activity, if you know what I mean. Here's also the reference in Arabic. You can go and find it. Muslims in the Arabic sources. Al-Tabarani, embarrassing details. Now in Al-Mu'agham Al-Kabir of Tabarani, there are some more details that are embarrassing about what happened between Muhammad and Abu Bahisa. It says when Abu Bahisa entered inside Muhammad's shirt, he entered from the back. So Abu Bahisa belly was on the most dignified Prophet's back. So he was standing behind Muhammad and he was basically humping him, so to speak. And it also says Abu Bahisa kept rubbing his chest on Muhammad back and then mentions the same forbidden water, salt, spice it up conversation. Lord have mercy. And here's again the Arabic reference. You can go and find it for yourself. Also on this website, islamweb.net, a very known website. Muhammad and Osama bin Zayd in Sunan ibn Majah, hadith number 1976. In Sunan ibn Majah, hadith number 1976, reported by Abu Bakr bin Abi Sahiba from Shuraik from Al-Abbas bin Zuhair from she said, from Aisha, he said, Osama was trembled by the door step, so he hurt his forehead. So Rasulullah Muhammad said, remove the blood away. So she held him, and then Muhammad started to suck the blood away and spit it away from his face. So Muhammad was sucking the blood of the man's face. If Osama, look what Muhammad is saying, if Osama was a maid, a female slave, then I would have adorned and dressed him until he became in my partnership. So Muhammad would have basically had sexual relationship with a man, and Muhammad would have dressed him like a woman basically and would love him. And our prophet we are talking about today is having a fantasy about this gentleman called Osama. A fantasy, a sexual fantasy, dressing up this man and having intimate relationship with him. So basically he liked the guy. Strange things happening with the Prophet of Islam, as you see. And this is the website that you can go and read it from. Here's also the Arabic reference. Let me keep going. You know, a lot of strange things, as you see, between Muhammad and many men. And here's a third proof that Muhammad had sexual activities with men. A man named Zahir, who used to declare that the Prophet loves me. Wow. Okay. Said that one day Muhammad crept unawares behind him. So Muhammad came close to him, behind him, without him being aware, and put him in a bear hug. So Muhammad grabbed the guy from behind and hugged him from behind by basically a bear hug. Zahir, alarmed, yelled, "Get off me!" So the guy said, this Zahir guy said, "Get off me." He didn't know who it was. After turning his head and discovering that it was Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, he stopped struggling and proceeded to push his back into the Prophet's chest. So the guy was basically, you know, pushing his backside into the chest of Muhammad. Praise and blessings upon him. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You know, so the guy was rubbing his ass basically in the Prophet's chest, and Muhammad seems to like it. Muhammad didn't rebuke him, saying, "What are you doing, man? Stop." So we find that in Musnad Ahmad, As-Sunan al-Kubra, Mughammal al-Zawaid, wa Manba al-Fawaid, and Miskat al-Musahib, and following are the Arabic reference. Again, you can go and look it up yourself, Muslims, if you don't believe us. It's all over the internet. And as you see, the internet is really a big enemy of Islam, exposing the pervert gay activities, homosexual activities of the Prophet of Islam. Hugging a man from behind and the guy liking it and basically, humping, giving the Muslim Prophet, the Prophet of Islam, a nice lap dance basically. Oh man, disgusting. Muhammad and Asaid bin Hudayr, he is a fourth shocking evidence about the life of Muhammad engaging in homosexual activities. This is from Sunan Abi Dawood. Sunan Abi Dawood. Hadith number 5224, reported by Amr all the way to Al-Ansar, said that while he was talking with people and there was a banter between friends, the Prophet came and poked him in his side. So Asaid said, wait. So the Prophet said, I will wait. Asaid said, he have a shirt on you and I do not have one on me. So the Prophet lifted up his shirt. So Muhammad lifted up the shirt and he, Asaid, hugged him and kissed his torso, the part from his belly button to his armpits. And then Asaid said, oh Prophet of Allah, I know you wanted that. Oh man. So again, a sexual gay activity between the Prophet of Islam and another man, kissing the belly of another man. And yeah, Prophet of Allah, I know you wanted that. Oh man. And this is a great Sahih in chain by Albani. It's Sahih hadith. Don't say it's a da'if hadith. And here is the link. Alright. So the Prophet wanted someone who is same-sex to kiss him on his torso. Well, the Prophet has perverted desires of his own then. The same hadith is in Al-Mustadrak Al-Sahihain, and the hadith grade is Sahih Al-Isnad. It's a Sahih chain. It's a perfect hadith. Sahih. And here's the Arabic reference, as you see. And a fifth encounter, Muhammad with his wife and other Sahaba under one kilt. In Al-Mustadrak Al-Sahihain, we find the following. From Abdullah bin al-Zubayr, from his father, said, Rasulullah sent me on one cold day when I returned back, and he, with some of his women under his kilt, he made me enter the kilt, and we became three. And this hadith is again a Sahih al-Isnad, great Sahih. Strange things in the life of Muhammad with other men again. But in this case with one of the wives of Muhammad also. So it's basically a threesome activity. And here's the Arabic reference. Naked people riding Rasulullah until the sunrise. In Musnad Ahmad, we find the following hadith, reported by Aram and Affan all the way to Ibn Mas'ud, who said, Rasulullah wanted me to join him, so we went on our way until we came a place called Kaza wa Kaza, meaning he refused to mention the name of this place, like this place and this place, So he planned for that I should stay a little behind him and keep that distance, as if I did not, I will be killed. And that is exactly what I did. Then Rasulullah went ahead a small distance, and Muhammad mentions, there are a group of people, and then Affan confirmed the following description of those people. Inshallah, they are naked and I cannot see their genitals. What? Their private parts? Tall and thin. And then Abdullah said, they came and kept riding Rasulullah. What? they came and kept riding Rasulullah, peace and blessing upon him, and Rasulullah kept reading over them. Then Abdullah continues to say, them also to come and rotate around me and stay my way. So I was so terrified from them, so that I sat down until the first light of sunrise when they left. Then Rasulullah came, feeling heaviness and pain because of them being riding him. What? Lord have mercy. Now the hadith continues, and you find Muhammad trying to get out of that by saying that those naked people are angels in white robes. But then why did Abdullah saw them? So why did another guy saw them naked? So it was not only Muhammad who saw them, right? So another guy saw them. So they were basically not angels. They were other males. And why? He saw Muhammad reading Quran on them. And how come angels come as naked and ride people? If you're going to say that those are angels. Naked angels? And ride Muhammad? Naked angels riding Muhammad? As you see, this must be demons, right? These must be, as Muslims claim they are, jinns. Jinns riding the Prophet of Islam? As you see, Muhammad was actually getting basically raped by the demon that was choking him in that cave. Iqra. Iqra ya Muhammad. So the so-called angel, we know it was a demon, but this so-called angel was forcing Muhammad to do things that he did not like. So maybe he was raping him in that cave. Allahu A'lam. Allah knows best. Now again, the hadith grade is Sahih al-Isnad. No way out of this hadith, my dear Muslim friends. The same hadith was also mentioned in Al-Turmudi, and other Islamic resources refer to the Arabic references. Here is the Arabic text, as you see in front of you. And this is the reference, and this is the link. You can go look it up yourself. Modern Imams following Muhammad's footsteps. There are also a lot of gay marriages today in Islam. I kid you not. It must be shocking for a lot of Muslims, but this is true. This Imam in Paris is same-sex married. He fully practiced Islam. He pray and even do hug and opened a mosque for gay Muslims, and he makes them marry the same sex. So there's a gay Imam in Paris who has his own praying place, who actually practicing Islam, and he marriages, as you see here, men with one another. Gays, gay marriages. And this is happening in a mosque, in a Muslim mosque, guys. Lord have mercy. And this is other imams doing the same in New York. You see two women, lesbian women, gay women, getting married in front of this imam, as you see in front of you. Beautiful, right? So Muslims, we have presented more than enough proof that Muhammad was actually raped by his cousin, by his own cousin, Ibn Ammi Hataka Ardi. And we showed you also the sexual activities of Muhammad with other men. So your prophet was nothing but a sexual pervert who had really a troubled youth, right? Childhood, basically, childhood, a really troubled childhood. And you know, when you encounter such things and you did have sexual activities, in this case with your cousin and your uncle Abu Talib, who we know Muhammad used to sleep with his uncle in the same bed. So Allahu A'lam what his uncle did to him, you know. And his uncle Abu Talib was looking at his naked body, and he really liked his body, his naked body of the Prophet of Islam. So Lord knows what happened in that bed. And as we showed you, Muhammad from his own mouth saying, and I quote, quoting the Prophet of Islam, Ibn Ammi hataka ardi, my cousin, the son of my uncle, raped me. Muslims, I hope you really enjoyed this video. And as you saw, we showed you from very authentic Islamic sources that Muhammad had sexual activities, encounters with other men besides his many wives. Either you're going to accept these detailed facts about the life of your prophet, or you simply can leave Islam, and I want you to accept Jesus Christ, accept the truth, and leave this satanic cult, because Jesus is Lord and Muhammad is nothing but a gay, perverted, or in this case basically a bisexual fake prophet, a fake prophet, a prophet of Satan himself, doing nasty stuff with other men. Thank you for watching. Please download this video and spread it around. You can also translate it in other languages. Thank you for watching, and God bless.